I absolutely screwed up with some of the install on this car. All to do with the internal lighting in the back of this vehicle. It's just too friggin' bright. So when a company reached out to me and said, Shane, don't go cutting those LED strips just yet, I've got a solution for you, I was dead set keen. So they sent me a switch and we're going to install it. It's these lights here. These are Stedi lights. They're Stedi LED strip lights. And when I turn them on, they're insanely bright. The guys over at Rolasolar sent me this switch, and it's kind of like, I guess it's kind of like a potentiometer. It's going to limit the amount of power that goes to these LED lights. That's how my head's getting around anyway. So it's basically a push button. I've got a feeling it's even like a touch sort of switch. What I'm thinking is from the switch that's in the vehicle, will come into this side. I'll mount this in the vehicle. This will go to the LED lights on both sides. And I should be able to just power down the lights a bit to a more acceptable level with this switch. Ideally, where I would mount this is right there in the middle between these two brackets up on the K-on shelf. Now, if I take this off, this here, looking at this, this should mount on there without any issue whatsoever. However, the bolt that goes onto the back, that's not going to fit there because this isn't flat. Of course, that nut is not going to go on the end. I've got to work out another way of securing this into that spot. I want to put it in that spot. I think it's the best place for it. I think I might be able to Sikaflex it in. If I drill the hole through, Sikaflex it in, it's not going to move anywhere. It's actually not a push button as such. It's more of a touch button. So there's no pressure on it. I think I'll be able to do that. Gotta put a rag down. That made one hell of a mess. Looking at the instructions now, the male wire will go to the LEDs. The instructions are dead set simple. So on this, there's a couple of joining plugs as well. This will be the male, obviously. And this plug here, I'm going to actually use these because it'll make crimping the wire into this so much easier. So this will go to the LED lights on either side, and this female one here will go back to the switch. That was actually really easy. There was a little bit of a issue that I had, but that was my bloody fault. The flickering that you may see here is just the camera. It's just on a different frequency to the LEDs. So I end up using the plugs like I said. I've put all that together. All I've got to do now is put some zip ties up there and it'll be good to go. I've got, because I used Celastic to secure the switch, I've just got some tape over there at the moment. But this thing works as advertised. Short touch will turn it off, just like that. Another touch will turn it on. If I touch it and hold it, it'll bring the brightness up. If I touch it and hold it again, it'll lower it right down. And I'll bring it back up again there and turn it off. Works really, really well. It works so much better than I thought it was going to. I was initially going to just cut the LEDs on the sides just to make them shorter, less lights, less light. But I really didn't want to do that, mainly because if I've got something in the back here at night and I've dropped it, I've lost it or whatever, a small amount of light's not going to help. So I want to be able to still increase that brightness to help find things if I do lose them at night. All right, guys, that's it. All the lighting in this vehicle is now done. Maybe. I might even do LED headlights at some point, you never know. Rolasolar, thanks to the guys at Rolasolar for sending me that switch. You have overcome a big bloody issue that I had with what I've done in the back of the vehicle. That's it for today, guys. I'll see you later.